F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out. What's good?
What's
J Camps
good?
in the
What's good?
building. What's
What's
good,
good?
man?
Man, same ish, different toilet, man. On a Saturday, man. What's good, Fresh
Saturday
Shot
going in,
family?
man. What's good with y'all,
Man,
man? Hey, man, everybody tapping in tonight, man. We live everywhere, man. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, man. Shout out to everybody over the pond, man. We got a good show for y'all tonight. Bebo P's
mm-hmm.
tapping in late, man. Bedroom Bully about to jump in with us. LB the Podfather, man. Shout out to you, man, with that torn ligament, man. You know what I'm saying? Get right on that leg joint, man. You know what I'm saying? They
Absolutely.
can't, man. What's good for the night, man?
Man, I'm excited, man. We finally get to
Yeah.
talk about some music.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We get to
No
review
topics,
some
man. No topics, just all
right?
bars, man.
It's all bars, man.
Yeah. We got a dope show. But before we start, we gotta shout out our guys over at Made In Clothing Inc. Man, go check them out, man, on IG, man. Go check out their website, Made In Clothing, man. We always try to promote somebody dope, man. Especially it's definitely a black-owned business, man. Go check them out. Shout out to Sky Zoo too, man. Get on the platform with us, man. Shout out to you, man.
Oh man, please. Another bar mitzvah.
Yeah, man. And we got to shout out, man, E40, man. You know we represent the Bay Area, man. That that Slurricane. You gotta get that Slurricane, man. Go to his IG. All the directions are over there, man, to go copy. You can order it, man, online. Go cop that Slurricane, man, for my guy E40,
Absolutely.
man. Earl Stevens, man. One of the best guys in the game, man, as far as just like slanging that marketing, man, and those products, man. Like he's number one, man, in my opinion, next to Master P. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But tonight, I mean, to me, we got it.
Now I'm just gonna just show them both flowers. I mean, they two are the originators of hustle. You know what I'm saying? When you think of a hustler, you think of E40 and Master P off top. At least I do personally.
Facts.
That's what I think about.
Well, and also, like I said, I think Master P came out with that Snoop Loops, you know, that new cereal, man. So he's always come out with some of them Snoop Loops, you know what I'm saying?
I need to cop them Snoop Loops. They probably fire like the rap snacks.
Who are you telling, man? Before we go in though, man, before we go in, man, of course you gotta talk about that Roc, man, before we go in and all that. But before that, we got to shout out, man, our guy Nappy, our people Nappy Roots, man,
Fish
from
scales.
the hometown. But Fish Scales, man, you know, just give a little insight on that, Jay.
Yeah, man. Fish Scales was unfortunately robbed at their brewery in Atlanta, and you know, I guess the goon who was doing the job, he only got away with what, like $16, something like that. Not even a lot of money for what he was doing. Like, just stupid, you know what I'm saying? But again, protect your neck out here. But shout out to Fish Scales, man. He survived. He's doing well.
Yeah.
He posted on IG, I believe, the other day, showing love to all the fans and the support that he's been getting. But man, Fish Scales definitely one of the slept on cats down south. He's originally from Georgia, so Atlanta's like home for him. And that brewery that they got down there, man, is doing big business. It's heavy. And man, we wish Fish Scales the best. Wish Nappy Roots the best. We need some new music. Nappy Roots, I need to hear y'all drop some
slang, yeah.
You know, but shout out to them brothers, man, and salute to Fish Scales, man, for overcoming the foolishness and speedy recovery, my brother.
Yeah, and it's a blessing to be alive, man. With them putting him in the whip, and luckily he got away,
man.
Yeah,
man, got
serious,
away.
Man.
I mean, that it was this. It sounded like a movie, like when you hear the whole story again for like $16. Like, just why? You know,
it's not that serious, man.
And they not the type of dudes that flash either. I mean, he's not gonna be out wearing all that jewelry and that type. That's not their swag at all. I mean, they can afford it, but that's not their swag. Like that's not what they average regular dudes like us.
Yeah. Well, you know. And like I said, man, hopefully, you know, everybody just is cool, man. Again, if you in Atlanta, you need to strap up seriously. Like, don't be walking out there and not have the toolie on you, man. You got to have something on you, man, because it's getting kind of rough down there. So again, be safe. Again, shout out to Nappy Roots, man. That's our home people. You know what I'm saying? Fish scales all day, man. You know, we represent the brewery too. So definitely go out there and support them. And the way you can help him too is go out to the brewery, their restaurant and their brewery, and actually go out there
and support
spend some cash with them. Yeah, spend some cash.
Be a patron.
Yeah,
patronize their business.
Speaking of patrons, we had to cop that 40 piece on that Roc Marciano, man. Don't try to steal it. Don't try to get off YouTube from your homie. Go to his website and go buy this album.
And
it's
actually
worth
cop
the $40. Actually cop it, man.
Actually
support these artists, man. And this album was worth the money. J. Kim, what's your initial just reaction of this album, man?
Just initial reaction, and I really just finished it probably, 10 minutes ago. I finished it. My initial reaction is I need to run it back a couple more times, man, to soak it in, man. It's so many gems and jewels and bars, man, littered throughout the entire 16-track joint. It's heavy, man. The production is heavy, all that, man. I'm pleased, man. I'm happy. I'm glad I donated to the cause because we need good music. And this dude is putting out good music. If you want to hear good music, please support these artists like Roc, because he's going to give it to you every single time. He understands what people want, and he's giving it to us. What say you, though, Iceberg?
Man, I put it in, and it's crazy, man. The record is just
swagoo, man.
It's handcrafted, man, in my opinion. Can we just shout out Alchemist, man, just for the production was just silly. It was a nice set of features, you know, Action Bronson, Ice T on there, you know what I'm saying, Knowledge.
Yeah.
Bodie
James. Yeah. Detroit's own. Shout out to Bodie.
Shout out to Detroit, man, all day. This was a perfect album, well crafted. This is really high power street music, man. This is like real music. And if you love the bars,
it's beautiful street music, man. It's like elegant street music. It's not like this is something you can like jam with your pops, you know what I'm saying? Somebody in their 60s. It's got a gangster swag, but it's mellow. And that's what I love about Roc Marciano, the type of music he does, because it's mellow, man. Like you said, handcrafted. The beats are very well organized. The samples are extremely well picked. That's what Roc does. Roc is a king with that. Nobody can pick samples like this dude. He finds the best of them. He should really do movie scores too, because he's great with picking samples.
Facts. Again, this album, man, like 16 records, which is bananas. You know what I'm saying? You're getting 16 records. They broke them up into two sides, 8 and 8s. I got the 8, and then I haven't listened to the other 8 yet. But it's just it's well crafted. This is not a review. This is just a reaction right now.
Right.
We might give y'all the review on Wednesday, but this is the album. If you a hip hop fan and you don't cop this, we looking at you sideways a little bit.
Something wrong with you.
Something wrong with you if you're not copping it. And if you just heard a Roc, it's okay. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Jump on the bandwagon now. You know what I'm saying? Jump on it now.
Go back and peep some of his old work too. You know what I'm saying? Like from Reloaded, you know, all the way up to Mount Marcy. Like, check out some of them old joints too. That's classics. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just this one. This dude has been doing this for a while, for some years. He got over a decade in the game now. Like, he's been doing this. So, like I said, if you new to him, Fresh Out about to take you to school a little bit.
This is why you come to Fresh Out. J Camp gives you guys like Roc that, you know, some of the hip hop fans know, but some of the, you know, your casual fans don't know. So you're gonna go to the water cooler at the JO and say, you know, Roc Marciano, you know, cut a Fresh Out and J Camp. The last question I got for you, Jay, is this his best album ever? Top 3, top 5, best.
I got it in my top 3 right now.
Okay.
But it could rise to the top once I hear it some more. Again, like I just listened to it, so I haven't even listened to it in the whip yet, too. You know what I'm saying?
And this is a whip kind of record too. This ain't
really is.
It's a crib record, but it's
gonna
make you just lean back and whip a little bit.
It really is. I mean, right now I probably have this below Reloaded and Mount Marcy, probably like right now, but barely. I mean, we talking. I mean, eyelash below, a chin hair, a whisker away from being like the best. You know what I'm saying? Now this is a dope album. I don't want to take anything away from it by ranking his work, because his work is phenomenal. But this is right up there with some of the best work that he's done. I put it that way, regardless whether it's 1, 2, or 3. Like 1, 2, or 3 for him is still up there. It's still a phenomenal project.
Again,
that should be spoken of like that.
One producer.
Alchemist
killed this joint, and they probably got some other stuff in the tuck too. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
So
they probably done like 40 joints.
So again, like I said, man, this album is a must cop in my opinion. Is it? Could it be up there with the best album so far to drop this year?
Oh yeah, I mean most definitely. For me, because it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's gangster, but it's different. Like it's a different. It's a G pimp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like swag, like it's drippy. This album gives you everything, man. Like it gives you, and to me, I call it like a New York trap. but not drill music. Like this is a different type of. It's in that like that Griselda fashion where it's trap, but it's grimy. This is what this is. Like only like cats like West Side Gun and Rock can produce that type of heat to where you can still jam it again with an older person who maybe not even who don't even rock or rap like that, but just the production, the samples that they choosing, man. Like it bridges stuff, man. That's why I think they putting out the best music right now, bar none.
Well, the other thing too is it's not borough driven. To me, it sounds like Harlem. It sounds like Brooklyn. Sounds like the Bronx, man. It sounds like
upstate.
It's New York all day long.
It's
the
New
swag
York all
is
day.
just it's crazy, man. Again, we can give so much props and praises to this. Rock killed it with the delivery. I love how it's really just him. There's a couple little features, but it's really mainly just him.
It's really him.
And Alchemist, you gotta tip your cap to him, man. Like he really went in on this record for real. It's a master class in hip hop. So
absolutely.
We gotta talk about my guy though, man. My guy Larry, man. Larry went in on this, man. He got a new album, man. Spaceships on the Blade. You know what I'm saying? He just came off that record with J.I.D, Cold, man. 2 Peas in the Pod. Larry, I don't know what he does or what he eats, but he has so much energy and he's dropping so many records. It's crazy. I don't know if you got to hear this album yet, but what's your thoughts just on Larry, man, just in general?
Well, for one, I'm a Larry fan. Always have been since day one, ever since him and Spitter in them early days was dropping heat, man. I mean, that whole lane of music, and again, this is piggybacking off like we was talking about with Rock. They understand picking them beats, man. Like the production is everything, man. Larry, he has some old school blood in him. You know what I'm saying? All these guys have an element of, you know what I'm saying, when you born from that era, you know what I'm saying, when you had an OG in your corner who was listening to the Shy Lights, was listening to Bootsy Collins, was listening to the Ohio Players, like all them type of cats, man. When you have that old soul, it shows in the hip hop. And Larry is another one of them cats like that too. And you can just hear it in the production. You can hear it in the bars. The swag is cool. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's got an element of gangster to it, but also an element of we gonna ride, we gonna breathe in some libations. We gonna do what that's got that and it's crazy for the title. It's perfect, like Spaceships on the Blade.
Well, this thing, if you know Larry June, man, he loves cars, so obviously he taught the spaceships or the whips, you know what I'm saying, going out there in front of the bras, doing anything. But this album is another banger, man. It's not his best album, but it's definitely a banger, man. Again, Alchemist killed on here. Jake One had 2 records on here. Cardo, man, DJ Fresh, the same guys that normally get with him to give him the bangers. This joint is dope. He has a actual record with Currency on here, which is one of the best records. I think it's that 5.0 Chronicles. It's a banger. If anything, put that on your playlist. We talking about playlists today. The whole rock joint needs to be on your playlist. But if you just new to Larry June, go grab that 5.0 Chronicles, man, with Currency. Put that on your playlist, man. Put it in the whip, man. It's guaranteed to bang out. You know what I'm saying?
It's a banger. Actually, the whole album is car too. Like you gotta have something where you can. I don't want to say drop the top, but if you at least got a sunroof, at minimum, this is sunroof music. You know what I'm saying? You got to have no windows down when you jamming this Larry.
What do you want to hear from Larry next, man? Like Larry is gonna come with the P. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come with it. What's you saw him in person at the little in Vegas. What do you want to see next from Larry?
Man, I would actually like to see next from Larry him do a collab with another West Coast cat. Okay. Maybe like Coast Contra, something like that.
Ooh,
you know, I want to see like a different type of collab from Larry, because we know what Larry can do, Dolo. But I think I would just, kind of like what he did with Jay Worthy, just find some other cats that he can collab with like that, and really kind of pull some of these cats on the West who's not nationally, commercially known, but kind of put them at a level to where they can be like underground legends, like him, Spitter, people like that. Because I mean, it would be heavy. That's why I said like Coast Contra was, for some reason, they was like the first cast that came to my mind. Who I would love to see Larry June work with them. Love it, because I think it would be dope. It's blending two different styles, really.
Yeah. I think it'd be dope. I really want to see him, even if it's not a whole project or even like an EP or something like that. I would love to see him do something with Blast, because I think they got some dope little stuff together. I love to see him do something with Ty Dolla $ign, because he's already singing on records anyway. But I want to see him do at least a record with Mozzie, man. I would love to see them kind of get together.
I was thinking that too.
Mozzie, YG, do something crazy for the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Bring that Sacktown, the Bay Area, bring that LA together, man, and do something real. So
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
But hey, man, if you're not on Larry, and shout out to Les, dog. She be hating on Larry June. That's my guy, man. I got her husband on it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ricky. You know what I'm saying? So again, he's like, man, I've been sleeping on Larry. I'm like, hey, man, Larry's a dude. So
I mean, to me, if you from Houston, you would love like Larry June music. It's that type of
Trey. You know what I mean?
It's that type of music, man. Like it's a groove. That's the best way I can put it. It's a groove. Like it's just head nod. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is groove. You can't deny it.
Speaking of grooves,
the dude,
we gotta talk about Cappadonna, man. Now this is the thing. This album was supposed to come out, and it did come out. I found it because I'm an internet nerd. But the average person can't even find this album. Cappadonna just dropped this album called The Illage, and it's produced by Knots, so it's banging. I found it and I downloaded it, but most people couldn't find it, man. So if you can go out and find it, go check it out. Go support Cappadonna, man. If you don't know who that is, he's a founding member of the Wu-Tang Clan. Went to prison, so they end up getting meth. You know what I'm saying? But just what's your thoughts on Cappa, man? Just in general.
Man, I mean, Cappa's one of my favorite cats out the Wu. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what albums he's been on, or regardless of what albums he was not on. Yeah. All his solo projects have been pretty much money. I mean, Cappa really can't miss. The flow is always gonna be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
I love you like I love my dick size.
Exactly. It's always gonna be grown man music. Just his whole swag and persona too. It fits. Again, we just talked about two other dudes with the same type of like that persona swag. The ability to pick great production, you know what works. You ain't trying to do too much. Cappadonna's in that same lane. And the Illage, if you haven't listened to that album, please cop it. It's classic Cappadonna. If you like other Cappadonna work, you're gonna love the Illage as well. I mean, it's heavy.
Yeah, and
shout out to Knots,
dumb on this too.
Knots went dumb on it.
Yeah,
definitely. Knots went dumb on it, man.
So again, man, check out that the Cappadonna, man, and Shout out to him, man. We gotta get him on the platform too, man. I actually DM'd you, man. So yeah, we gotta get you on the platform, man.
Would love to get
Yeah, we'd
Cap.
love to just chop, man. You know what I'm
Probably
saying?
stand out.
Hip hop legend, man.
I probably stand out with
Yeah.
Cap on the show.
We gotta talk about Tink, man. First of all, I love Tink. I think she's hot too. But this is the thing. If you know Tink, she came in the game. We talked to her about it before on this platform. She came in the game with Timbaland, and I want to say Charlemagne kind of pumping her too. You know, Charlemagne loved it.
Yeah.
Or still does. What happened didn't work with Timbaland, which is retarded. I don't know why that didn't work.
It's hard for
but
R&B
now
artists
she's
not
with
to work with
Hitmaker.
Tim.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hitmaker. And this album, Pillow Talk, is, and did he just try to say the R&B's dead? Go listen to this Pillow Talk. It's crazy. My man Rico Love is on here. Hitmaker's clowning 2 Chainz. G Herbo Fab is on here. This is like it's bedroom bully, Bebo P, anthem music, man. What's your thoughts on Tink, man, just in general, and if you heard this and just a vibe of this album?
No, I mean, you basically said it beautifully, man. I mean, I just want to take it back real quick. I don't know how it didn't work with Timbaland. To me, that's seems hard. She's a songbird. Yeah. She's a great writer. I don't know how that fell off. But anyhow, man, this album is Pillow Talk. It's exactly what it describes, man. She is. It's been a minute since I really heard her. Yep. But when I heard this album, I was like, okay, you know, I was like, okay, you can talk to somebody like that. Okay. But the features was heavy. Like you said, the Rico Love, Chainz, all them cats, man, bless this album, man. To me, this is one of the better albums that I've heard R&B wise. Like this year. I mean, this is a dope album. Shout out to Hitmaker too, man.
It's solid, man. Like I said, man, it's Hitmaker's doing his thing. He killed it. Of course, man, you know, there's some little records where I didn't kind of like, you know, everybody now is taking some 90s music and trying to remix it. So they did that on a few of the records, man. But for the most part, man, when you really dive into this record, you see her, because remember when she first came out, they was basically saying she was like the next Lauryn Hill. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, she still got some ways to go with that. But she can rap, she can spit. Like you said, she can write. This showed off to me her abilities to really do her thing. I want to see some more, man. Yeah, of course she has some, you know, some hot girl summer records. You know what I'm saying? Like the Goofy one where she's talking about the D's making her goofy. But I would love to just see her do some degular, you know, Miss Education, Lauryn Hill records, the X Factors. Not so explicit, where like you said before, you can play the rock around your pops. This record is dope, but can I rock this in the whip with Mom Dukes or Auntie and all that? Probably not.
Probably not.
So to me, I want to get another record from her, man, an EP where she's really just doing classic R&B, and not just like the raunchy stuff. But this is the thing. This is a must add to your playlist, in my opinion. This is a must add. So
absolutely.
Again, the other question too, J Camp, is what do you want to see from Tink that you haven't saw?
Man, I want to see, like, I swear Missy would be perfect for her, like to get her back into that groove where we was talking about, like the whole, you know what I'm saying, grown woman music. I think of like artists like Tweet, who she wasn't on that Hot Girl Summer, but she still had like that Missy and Tim type of production with the neo soul type of flavor to it. I'm not saying that she needs to go in that lane specifically. I'm just saying, like, as far as like what we're asking her to do or what we're recommending her to do is get on your you know, your adult contemporary swag. You know what I'm saying? Because we can see, then that's when we're gonna see some more collabs open up for her too. Where she's gonna be able to work with like some Tanks and, you know, some of the cats at that ilk, versus having to make it so, I don't know if ish, but give it that more contemporary R&B swag that R&B really needs. But to me, I felt she still had a perfect blend of it all. I would just like to see her go more in that R&B lane, because she's supremely talented as a singer. She's an MC too, but she's supremely talented as a singer. She can she can bless us with some of them joints, with some of them things.
I would love to see her. Like I said, I think that Missy thing is like that's spot on. I would love to see her with that. I honestly love to see her maybe even go old school, man, and get with some Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis swag. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And do some real Janet type stuff. I can see her, doing
yeah,
some Janet Jackson type records from back in the day, but bringing the new swag to it, of
absolutely.
course. But again, Tink is so talented, man. You got to
She
rock with it. This
is.
album has to go on your playlist, man. If you're getting your bedroom bully on, it's necessary. And that's why, again, you come to Fresh Out because we just don't talk about hip hop. We talk about music.
We're
So
talking about
again, shout
music.
out to Hitmaker and Tink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We gotta talk about the Lox, man.
them dudes.
Ever since they pretty much slayed Dipset
Body
on that Versus joint,
laid them down.
they can't do no wrong.
Nah.
And this new record, man, this Terminator record is crazy, man. Video's dope. They shot at the studio. The Barz is crazy. Silverback man's going in, you know what I'm saying? Styles is crazy, of course. Ghost giving the Ghost bars. And then come on, man, Kiss is just Kiss. What was your thoughts on this record, man? And just the Lox basically again showing why they deserve to be,
Yeah, man.
to me, the best living group in New York right now, in my opinion.
The Lox just they continue to raise the bar and set the standard for groups. For chemistry, for everything that makes a group dope, for everything that produces consistency. These dudes have it. Like, man, like you said, ever since that Versus, they can't miss. And they was doing heavy stuff before the Versus, of course, but ever since the Versus, though, like they've taken it up to another level because I think they understand now that they do have to carry some load on their shoulders for the culture, and they doing it. And this joint, that Terminator Lox is heavy, man. Yeah. It's heavy, man. I love the throwback studio rapping. Like you said, Silverback cooked on there. I felt Styles P had the best verse on there, but Jada, of course, does this thing like he always does. But what more can we say, man? I mean, that track is fire, man. I wish I can say one of these songs or albums that we're reviewing is trash because I don't want to sound like a sunshine pumper.
Yeah.
But man, all this stuff is heat though. You know what I'm saying?
This has been a good year for hip hop, man. And again, the Lox again is showing why to me they deserve to be on that Madison Square Garden stage, man, and on that Knicks court too. You know, on that ad, man. They've been killing it. Again, this Terminator record is if you don't remember Public Enemy, I'm talking about the fans, not J. Kemp. Terminator X was a DJ, so it's an ode to him. You know what I'm saying? And the legendary group. Again, man, Lox is just killing it. This has to go on your playlist if you again need to get some cooler talk at the office. Bring this song up, man. The Terminator is dope. The Lox is crazy. The video was shot guerrilla style. We love it. Again,
or if you know some Dipset fans, play this joint for them. Play this joint for them at work. They shut up again.
Yeah, this is needed. But then also, man, if people didn't know, Funk Flex, man, called out Kiss. Obviously, they cool. So
they cool.
They cool. You know, they did a record last year together. But he called out Kiss and was like, "Yo, we need a record." So of course, him and Swizz went in, did a song called "Get Money, Hustle, Repeat." Crazy record that Flex dropped. We don't have a real version of it. The only version that we have is on YouTube with Flex talking all on it. But what was your thoughts just on this record, man? And also just Jadakiss showing that he still got the bars, man, after basically being in the game for over 20 years.
Man, this is like one of them classic, like poke the bear joints. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about, well, I said that on the Terminator Lox joint, I felt Styles P was that dude on that track. Now Jada's like, okay, I'm getting somebody poking me, I'm getting called out. He murdered that, bro. He bodied that. Shout out to Swizz too. Like that beat was hot. It sounded like 90s. It sounded really, really throwback. Even Kiss's flow was like back in the day Lox, back in the day Kiss flow. Like that was that track is hard body though. I wish Flex wasn't talking all over it. He's drowning out some of the bars, unfortunately. But Kiss goes in. Like now, if we talking about like what's the hottest, what's like the best bars, like some of the best that we've heard this year, Kiss got some of them on that joint.
Yep.
Like he went in heavy. This was like versus Kiss on that. He went in heavy.
He went in crazy, man. The bar that I love, he said the New York radio sounding like Atlanta. And Flex had to play that a couple of times, of course, man. But again, New York got to get back to the bars, get back to the swag. And I think, man, Jadakiss is holding the flag for that joint because, again, Jay's over here.
Shout out to Conway for starting that. Shout out to Conway the Machine for starting that whole when he called out Flex and made.
And this is a dope thing too, that two black men could have a disagreement and then end up it coming out with something positive. You know what I'm saying? So that's a dope thing too. So again, Jadakiss, basically throwing some bars out. I think Flex said that Busta Rhymes is next for next week to drop something dope. Remember, Busta's working on an album. I think it's done. So this might be a little prelude to his album dropping as well. So what's your thoughts on the Flex Challenge though, as far as bringing these artists back up to center stage?
I mean, I like it. I still think it has a element to gatekeeperness to it. Hate to jump in the red pill bag, but but I feel like Conway hitting where it hurt. So now he's trying to get back to the culture and prove that
facts.
That he's still a big part of pushing like real hip hop. But shout out to Flex though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking it because these cats are accepting the challenge, whether it's Fab, whether it's Busta, whether it's Kiss, they accepting the challenge, man. So it's good for hip hop. Yeah. Let's keep it going.
Touch is saying, yo, that new record is why I can't look at the Lox of 3 solo Rs. But yeah, Kiss has some bars of the year in that. Yeah, I agree, man. Like this, that Lox record was crazy. The bars are stupid. Again, it's bananas, man. Like again, man. And then also, Touch, we need to know about what you thought if you heard the Rock yet, man. If not, man, we gotta get you on that, man. But again, Lox is going crazy, man. Shout out to Touch, shout out to Devon, all our guys, man. I hold it down like always. But again, that Jada was crazy. But I was trying to find a picture that I could show on the screen, man. It wasn't too crazy, but this is all I could do because everything else was just crazy. If you don't know who Armani Caesar is, and shout out to J Cam. J Cam went out to Vegas, saw her perform with Benny and Griselda, and the Yamazon is just crazy. You got to respect it. And then, first of all, she's beautiful. Face, crazy.
Shout out to
Body
Carolina.
is amazing.
She's from North Carolina too.
Oh, come on, man! With the potatoes and all that, she getting a lot of starch. Then she comes with the bars, and I'm talking about that greasy.
Yo.
I'm talking about fried chicken, KFC, greasy bars, man.
Her and Shay Noor, man. Man. Shout out to Armani, man. That $100 hiccup, man. Like, whoo, she was bullying cats on there, man. Benny, of course, Stove God, one of my favorite cats out right now, man. I would love. I need a Stove God album like badly. Like we need that now that we've got Mock and Rock drop. Stove God, bro. Like you next. But we talking about Armani though. She murdered this iceberg. She killed this like you can argue. I'm not saying that she bodied Benny and Stove God on here, but you can argue though that she may have had the best verse on here. I'm saying argue. I'm not saying she had it, but you can argue she killed this, bro.
She did.
She really did, man. Like, I don't think people give her enough credit. I know Kathy would probably get mad if she's listening in.
I was about to mention Kathy. Shout out to Kathy and Lee.
Shout out to Kathy.
We just talked about the females and the ladies holding it down, man, and the hip hop, man, and
But I don't think a lot of people realize she's elite. with the bars,
Mhm.
like she really is.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, she's going toe to toe with Benny and Stove God. Like, I'm not saying that she's competing with them, but rap is a sport, though.
It
You
is
know what I'm saying?
blood sport.
It's a blood sport. She's competing with these dudes.
Mhm.
Absolutely
Well,
competing with them.
why do you think she doesn't get the shine that some of the other females are getting right now? Some of the ladies are getting right now.
Because she's barred. She's barring out. I mean, that's the bottom line. She's not talking about hot girl summer type stuff.
Mhm.
She's barring out. She's talking about some ish. Her and Shay Nora both. I mean, but you know what? I don't think they're really going for that type of respect. I mean, of course they would
Facts.
love to be on the same level, uh, monetary speaking,
Right.
as a Meg, as Cardi, folks of that ilk. But she got cats like FRSHOUT though, who
Yeah.
is dropping her major flowers. To me, that respect as a MC is going to take her further because her music is going to be more timeless. I guarantee you,
Yeah.
in 10 years, we'll still be listening to Armani Caesar like on songs.
Facts.
We can't say that
Mhm.
about every artist. Can't say that about male or female artists. Can't say that about everybody. But when you actually
Yeah.
talented on the mic, it finds you. You know what I'm saying? That there's a reason why you got a bunch of old dudes who's been in the game 20, 25 years because they can rap good, regardless of who's buying their music. But people always are going to respect folks who are nice on the mic. You just always going to get that respect.
Well, and this is the thing that Kathy said. She said Foxy, correct me if I'm wrong, Foxy was a spitter and
Mm-hmm.
Kim was a star. You know what I'm saying? I see both of that in Armani. And I want to see her do some more joints, man. And I want to see her go viral. And if you remember, Nikki
Me
didn't
too.
really go pop until, or didn't pop until she did the super bass joint,
Mm-hmm.
If you understand Cardi didn't go pop until she had the Bodak Yellow. So to
Yeah, the
me, I
Bodak
think she
Yellow
needs
joint.
that
Yeah.
Bodak Yellow lane where she can still be hot, she can still do her thing, and but still keep the bars going. You know what I'm saying? Like she
I'll
gonna
be
keep the bars right.
curious. I'll be curious if West Side allows her to go in that direction.
Mm,
So you know what? It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying if he does or if he don't, because obviously they have a plan. And the shows that I've seen her in, she's had a lot of people chanting her bars. Like if the crowd knows your
right.
bars, she's already got a built-in fan base just by being a member. So to me, it's up to her now to perform, with her debut. But I agree with you though. I mean, having a Bodak Yellow on your resume won't hurt, you know.
No doubt. Hey, Touch said you just caught from
Hey,
Kush that hen and that exotic fruit. We about to peep that new rock after this.
it's gonna sound even better, Touch.
Man, it's a motion picture movie, man. That's what it is,
Man,
man. It's
it's
just
so
the bars is
wavy,
just
bro.
silly, man. Shout out to Touch, man. Having a good night tonight,
Having a
man.
damn
That's a
good
beautiful
night.
situation.
Hell
But
yeah.
again, Imani Caesar, I think she's next up, man, and I can't wait to really see her go in the way I think she's gonna go. And again, there's so many pictures I could have put up there of her
Mm-hmm.
knocking socks off. You know what I'm saying? She's off the chain, man.
Man, her and Rhapsody need to do a North Carolina album. They both from
You
North
heard it here
Carolina.
first, man. They need to do a North Carolina
Y'all
album.
need to
Come
do a
on, man.
North Carolina album because the bars would be stupid on
Facts. Speaking of stupid bars, we gotta talk about my man Fabolous, man, and the trendsetter Jim Jones. I'm not gonna say he's a rapper. I'm gonna say he's a trendsetter, man. If you think I'm wrong, man, throw something in the comment
Hilarious.
section. But again, Fab, he after this whole flex challenge that he had, he's been dropping a lot of records, man, a lot of freestyles. So he dropped this Rich Hustle, man, with trendsetter Jim Jones. Obviously they weightlifting partners, man. They be lifting together and going to the gym together. So salute to that all day long. But this song right here, man, what's your thoughts on the record? Or just what's your thoughts just on Fab just finally dropping some records and getting back in a rapper mode, man? Because before,
Yeah.
he's just been in his them bell bottom leather pants swag, and now
Yeah.
he's back outside. He's on the block now.
Yeah, shout out to Fab, man. been in the game for so long, man. He
Mm-hmm.
just riding a wave. Now he's getting back to it. Um, this challenge probably blessed him because it's forcing him to break that pen back out. You know what
Right.
I'm saying, and take the game serious. Not to say that he wasn't, but it forces him now to get back in that booth, man, and and get the people something. So now this was a pretty dope joint. Um, you know, I can't wait to hear what else he has in store. I haven't heard the couple of other freestyles that he's dropped since then, but with this particular joint, the Rich Hustle, it's pretty dope, man. Um, it was good to hear Fab again on the mic.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like, man, they had a little crackhead dude out there whipping the whip down with with some clique. I'm like,
Yeah,
hold up,
yeah,
man,
that
don't mess the whip up, man. You over here wiping champagne on the whip? Come on, man.
yeah,
But
I noticed that too. Yeah, Fab definitely ain't lost a step.
he ain't
You know,
left a
he's
step, man, at
still
all.
every time Fab is pushed too. He's another one of them cats. Like when they poke the bear, he always comes out with something. Well, I
Yeah.
need another summer shootout though, Fab.
Yeah.
Like,
We need another summer shootout, man. The other thing, like I said, he dropped a record with French Montana. He did
yep.
the it's just one thing that got me tripping. And he
Mm-hmm.
had a mirror in the video. So and she still looks beautiful. Oh my goodness, she still looks good. So again, like I said, Fab's been holding it down, man. Again, hey, if you're on Facebook, man, show us some love. We seeing people tap in, you know what I'm saying? We got some people in the building tonight. They showing some love, man. They give us some hearts, give us some likes, man. Give us some more of those,
Right.
man. J Camp's been holding it down. He's working for y'all tonight. So show him some love. And also hit
Absolutely.
that Cash App down there, man, if you like what my guy J Camp's doing. We're going to give
Cash
out
is
some
outside.
vinyl, but J Camp's going to tell you about that, man, on Wednesday. But again, this is why you come to Fresh Out, man. We talk this hip hop. We talk some trending joints. And again, man, we hold it down for you tonight, man. And again, we bring you stuff that don't nobody talk about because they really don't even know hip hop like that anyway. But we're going to talk about J.I.D, Atlanta's
Yeah.
own. Man, this record was crazy, 2007. It's a 7-minute record. Had his dad talking on it. J.
Mm-hmm.
Cole and Dreamville CEO or president, whatever he is. He had him talking on there too. It was almost kind of like a Kanye record when he first came out with his joint College Dropout, and that last song where he was talking about getting on and Jay was talking on it, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a story.
Right.
Where he's talking about he played football and got in trouble and then lost a scholarship and all that crap. What's your thoughts on this J.I.D record or just J.I.D in general?
Well, first of all, man, I was part of the whole J.I.D train on Fresh Out, calling him one of the next up and comers.
Yes, sir.
Even gave him like Kendrick type flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as his potential, not saying he is Kendrick, just potential. This is like maybe 2 years ago.
Facts.
Then J.I.D kind of he was in and out of just, do I want to rap this way? Do I want to do it? Do I want to do things this way? You know, he was kind of all over the place. Outside of that DiCaprio album that he dropped, the mixtape that was just bananas, where I actually was like, this dude is like next. Also, kind of blame Cole a little bit for not really pushing him. I mean, to me, I would have put him on more like Earth Gang stuff. Let him shine on some Earth Gang stuff. I know they had the little album with Earth Gang. It was like a 6-7 album track that J.I.D had with Earth Gang, but he needed more stuff like that to really get him out there instead of like letting him rap on a bunch of drill music type stuff. And I don't think that's really J.I.D's. That don't really showcase his talent to me. But just getting to the joint, the 2007 is hard though. This is getting back to the J.I.D that I want to see. Like this is perfect, man. This is creative. He's barring out on here. And I mean, obviously he's telling a story. So it's personal. Like this was a personal song. And I'm glad we got to hear J.I.D get personal. And this is 7 minutes of J.I.D showing his talent too. I hope moving forward that this is the whatever conversations that him and Cole have had. I hope moving forward when he drops his next project, they kind of keep it in this direction. I mean, you can still make it in Atlanta. You can still make it a little street. You can still sprinkle them joints in there. But we learned from the Earth Gang. You don't have to it don't have to be heavy Atlanta for it to be a dope album. It can just be good
Facts.
music. And that's what
Facts.
these dudes make is good music. Because sometimes you wouldn't even realize they from Atlanta or what region of
No.
the country they from. That's what I like. I don't want to have to identify you as a regional artist. I want to identify you as just an artist who's dope. So hopefully J.I.D. is given that opportunity to be able to run with that, what he's doing there. That 2007 is, I mean, I listened to it probably like 5 or 6 times, man. It's a dope joint. The video's dope too.
And to have your dad on there, like basically saying, look, man, I told this dude, you know what I'm saying, hey, go hard at what you do. And when he came back home to Atlanta, because after the scholarship in college, he was like, man, what are you doing? He was like, I'm doing music. So he was like, all right, if you're doing music, got to go hard in it. So again, I love the fatherhood that J.I.D. is showcasing. I love the tutelage and the learning that he's getting from Dreamville and J. Cole, like you said before. I really see this dude really blossoming into something special. You've been talking about this guy for 2 years. And again, to me, Earth Gang and J.I.D., he has something. J. Cole has something special, man. Like, I don't even know. I know he knows what he has.
He's got
but
one
again,
of the best
I think
rosters.
these dudes are on the cusp of being almost like that Death Row when you didn't know who Snoop was, you didn't know who Daz and Corrupt were. I think they're on that level, man, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
These guys are dudes that we feel comfortable with passing the torch hip-hop wise.
Yeah.
As long as J. Cole allows them to be different and be talented. Because Kendrick was different when he was doing his thing. Like, allow these dudes to be like that. Outkast was different. Allow these dudes to be who they are. Don't try to make them something they're not.
Right.
That's what I hope Cole does not do. Give them creative control, man. Because when you give them creative control, like Earth Gang had on this last project, really the last two projects,
they went
dumb with it.
The other thing Touch is saying too is I don't get in the drill, but J.I.D. is a good intro for someone like me. I agree. Like this thing, and this is where I think J. Cole's saying, like, hey man, we don't even want Tim to even be put in a category. Like, oh, he's an Atlanta rapper or he's drill. I think they've been trying, like, him being young, he wants to do some young music. But to me, I think if he goes back to what he's doing on this 2007, I think he's going to basically touch a lot of cats, man. And also, you can't, in my opinion, he shouldn't be categorized because he could do so much, especially Earth Gang too. I think they really just need to get out and get some more people, get some more features, and not just rappers per se, but get out and get those heavy, linking up with Blast, linking up with some West Coast cats, whoever they are, man, and really expanding their brand because they've really been doing a lot of stuff in-house and dropping just in-house records. And to me, I think that's next up, in my opinion, for J.I.D. is keep that Atlanta thing going, but bring it out and spread that out, man. I think he's gonna be a star, man. He's already a star, but it's just everybody else seeing it. It's almost like Rock, you know what I'm saying? And that's what this episode for Fresh Out is about, is giving you some of these songs and artists, man, that you may not hear on the mainstream, but we give them to you first, and it comes through J. Cole. J. Camp, let's be clear. Again, that is a must cop, man. Definitely put that on your playlist, man. Touch, I know you already know about J.I.D. Come on, man. But we got to talk about Hit Boy going down the Swizz Beatz lane. Remember, Swizz Beatz was hot. Next thing you know, he had Full Circle. Now he want to rap.
Yeah.
Hit Boy's been rapping for a long time, and shout out to Hit Boy, man. The dude is a mastermind. He's navigated the game because they try to basically almost blackball him a while ago, and he's shined and getting nines to get motivated. I mean, you got to salute Hit Boy as far as a producer, as far as a creator. Now we got to talk about him rapping. Jay, and like I said, shout out to Hit Boy all day long, no disrespect. But Jay Kent, what's your thoughts on this record, or just Hit Boy rapping in general? And do you think, hey man, get these beats to somebody else, get these bars to somebody else, and stick to the boards?
I don't want to say, look, I would never tell somebody never ever rap, don't rap, because we could have told Jim Jones that a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But Jim improved ever so slightly. You know what I'm saying? He got better. I would love to see Hit Boy just be a producer only. That's what I would want to see. That's what my recommendation would be. But I wouldn't tell him, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Don't rap. Because you never know, man. Like he's young still. He's got, you can get in the booth and perfect that craft, find your lane. Cause to me, when Hit Boy raps, it sounds like he doesn't know like what his delivery really should be. He don't know
His
like
delivery.
yeah, it's like it's like hearing a first time rapper, like somebody who's rapping for the first time
over some ill beats.
It's like, bro, you could have gave them to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, if he's going to be a rapper, he's got a lot to polish. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot to get better at. But the good thing is he's a dude with money and time and his own beats.
His own studio.
You can just live in your studio and get better. So, you know what I'm saying? So if that's what Hit Boy wants to do, man, he just got to polish up.
I remember when Kanye first started rapping and he was doing the Benz is the color of mayonnaise. Like he was doing that a million times, man. He was hanging around Most and all those guys. And he got better, you know what I'm saying? So again,
right.
I think, Hit Boy, he's a master at the production. I think he's Baby Zelda on the bars, but I think he can go through some levels, man, and level up, man. And I think he can do that, man. And like I said, I think him dropping the music and being around the legends, the Nipseys, the Nas's, all those guys, man, it's gonna rub off, man. At some point,
it's gonna rub off.
Right now,
and that's why I said there's only very few people who I would just say they don't need to rap at all. Well, probably more than a very few, but there's people I would say don't rap at all. But at least Hit Boy is rubbing shoulders with like heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Hit Boy though.
Yeah. Touch, who got 500 likes, man? Oh, you talking? Oh, yeah. On that video. Yeah. But like I said, shout out to Hit Boy, man. We love him as a person, love him as a producer. We love you as a rapper too, but it's gonna come. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come.
Sound like a dad. We sound like parents. It's gonna come.
When somebody's singing bad in church, they go, "It's all right, baby. It's okay, baby."
Right. You just need some practice.
We gotta talk about Offset, man. Now Offset, in my opinion, is the Bobby Brown of the Migos. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't my Tenderoni type swag. Now, this is his first solo record from dismantling the Amigos, or coming off the Amigos group. Baby Keem did the beat with Mike Dean, so the beat's banger. But and this thing, Offset can spit, in my opinion.
He can. He's not bad.
What was your thoughts on this record, though?
I mean, I can tolerate it because you mentioned King. King did kill the production. But when I hear like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm thinking of like LL. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking
that's some real bars.
I think there's some real bars, man. So that's what when I've seen it, that's what hit. I was like, oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this man's about to come with that heat. And I heard it, and it's like, boo. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I didn't want to hear it for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not hating on Offset because that's what he does. I didn't want this though. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it was just the song title that really killed it for me.
Well, this is the thing. Why? And of course, man, when you got $100 and you get 33 of it, you're like, damn, I want the whole 100. But why, other than the money, why do you think is Cardi hyping him up? Like, hey man, you better than them, honey. Go out and get that bread. Like, why would you? And this is the thing, the Migos aren't broke, so why they're not? Why try to fix it by leaving? So why leave them? Why even just say, you know what? I'm just gonna do a solo record, but I'm still in the Migos. Like, it sounds like they don't even talk anymore.
I think you made a very good point. I don't think Cardi so much told him straight up like you need to leave or you dope, but I think he's seeing Cardi as a solo artist who's flourishing, and he's probably thinking to himself like a lot of other rappers think they better than what they really are. Oh, well, I can do that, man. Your wife is like one of three. I mean, there's like two other females like who's really on that level, like as far as like getting that bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, Offset is better in a group setting than he is trying to be like a solo artist. Because what he does, like with Migos, like that blends. Like we just talked about the Lox, you know what I'm saying, being like the gold standard for groups. I felt Migos could be that gold standard for groups in this new gen because of how well they rap off each other. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you feel about how good they can rap. I mean, I personally think these guys are decent MCs. I feel like they can flow.
And they paid their way. They came to the top, man. They went through the mud.
Exactly. A lot of people are swagger jacking them. Now, a lot of people say they was swagger jacking Gucci Man, which could be true. But a lot of these, but even Drake was trying to sound like Migos. Look at all the shit Drake was dropping, trying to rap like Quavo. You know what I'm saying? Or Offset, all these dudes. So to me, I felt like he could have been more trend setting as a group member and could have been possibly reached that Cardi level as a group member. And being known as Offset of the Migos. Now you leaving the Migos and people gonna be like, that's just Offset.
Well, and I think he's like, well, I can't lose because I got Cardi money. Cardi's giving me $2 million check for my birthday.
But all it takes is for him to cheat again, and then it might be the last.
So I think he's like, hey man, she ain't gonna leave because she getting that goofy Tink D, and she ain't going nowhere. So I think he's like, man, if I don't make no money, even if I go double wood, it's still the same amount of money I would have got with Amigos. You know what I'm saying? I would have got 33% of that. So I get 100% of double wood. So again, Baby King, you know, and then he's out in LA. He probably on that extra good cuss like touches on.
Like touch,
so he feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I got the baddest B. We got 2 kids. She raking the dough as a solo artist. I could probably need to do the same. Quavo's over here beating up girls in the elevator over Xbox. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well just try it. You know what I'm saying? And I can always go back with my tail between my legs and say, my fault, guys. Let's get back to it. So, you know.
Right. So you're saying there's always an opportunity for him to crawl back.
Hey man, it's just like when it's like a good ex, man. You're gonna crawl back, man.
But I think so too, man. Is he just wasn't man? You know, Quavo was getting a lot of features and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see.
Do you think there's a jealousy thing between him and Quay?
Could be, man. I mean, Quavo was out here winning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to assume that because that's spreading rumor innuendo, but I don't want to say never though. You know what I'm saying? When you in a group, man, that can always be some foolishness going down. I mean, again, it's a reason why Lox has stood the test of time.
They real brothers, you know what I'm saying? And they understand the game, man. It's longevity, man. And sometimes the quick paper ain't the best paper. It's that long-term bread, you know what I'm saying? It's the ownership bread. So,
even with them doing some solo projects outside of the group, you know what I'm saying? Those type of things were understood. Because Offset still could have done his solo work, you know what I'm saying, outside a group setting. But
and that's what I'm saying. Hey man, I want to do my Andre 3000, you know, Love Below, but I'm coming back, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, you know what I'm saying? What up? Hey, Touch, what you mixing with the Hennessy, by the way, man? You drinking the Hennessy straight, or you mixing it with something? Let's know what's going on with the Hennessy. Speaking of mixing, we gotta talk about that SonnyJim. Now, obviously, J Camp has talked about SonnyJim before, man. Shout out to Vic Spence. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Vic. Absolutely.
They've dropped a record together, but this is like they got some like SonnyJim's. He's stacking music up. He's been working on this project with the Purists since 2016. This is his first record off there, the Barz Simpson, man, which is crazy They sent this over to MF Doom before he passed. Shout out to MF Doom.
Shout out to Doom.
He
Rest
gave
in
him
power.
they wanted 16. He gave him a full clip on his joint. And then as they basically said on the record, next thing you know, J Electronica drops on this record. So this is a must put on your playlist. What's your thoughts on SonnyJim, man? And shout out to everybody overseas, man, holding down FRSHOUT, man. What's your thoughts on SonnyJim, man, and just the movement that he's doing with the production and the rap?
Yeah, man. I'll start with SonnyJim, the producer, first. It's obvious he has an eye for like rap talent. He has a good sense of who's gonna sound phenomenal over my work. You know what I'm saying? We talked about Vic working with him. There's been many other artists that's worked with him too. But he's another one of them cats who carefully crafts a I'm a neat guy too, man. Don't put no ice in my stuff to water down my liquor. You know what I'm saying? Like I need my brown neat all day, every day.
There you go.
But SonnyJim, I mean, his beats, man, are, you can tell he's from the UK too, because that's the type of hip hop that they crave for. There's a reason why a lot of your hip hop artists who aren't mainstream in the US but are dope artists, dope MCs, they shine over there because that's what in overseas is backpacker. They love backpacker type music. They still do the whole club rap. So, hip hop is still like really, really, really in the club. Now over here, what you get Drake, Beyonce, Rihanna in the club. Now over there, it's like grimy. They dance into grimy hip hop over there, man. So shout out to SonnyJim though.
They still playing that DMX in the club, you know what I mean?
They playing DMX in the club. But shout out to SonnyJim.
Get it on.
Because again, I love the work he's doing. I love the work he's been doing. And this is going to continue to propel him to get more cats. He's going to get your Talibs, your Sing Bays, like the guys like that who's really going to shine over his type of production. That's what he's going to start getting. I mean, and really linking up with Doom was kind of like the launching pad for him. You know what I'm saying? Even like his work with Vic too, but getting with Doom was really like the launching pad for him.
Yep. This record is a must cop. Go support SonnyJim.
The album cover is hard.
The album cover is hard. They're working on the project now, finishing up. But when it comes out, man, we definitely gonna talk about it on the FRSHOUT joint. We gotta get Sonny on the platform, man. I actually DM'd you too, man. Holla at me, man. We want to get you on there. Vic I gave so much praise for you. And we just see the artwork, the art that you're doing, the work that you're putting in. And it's sounding great, man. And to me, I think, man, a lot of cats from America are going to actually go over and grab some of this music. A lot of times UK rap doesn't transcend over to the States too well. But I think what the purists are doing with Sonny is I think it's going to come over here and go crazy because, again, they're collaborating with the right people and the music is timeless. And SonnyJim is honestly, man, just one of those guys like small Professor. The beats that are crafted are just perfect for what's going on right now, man. And the spitters, man. So again, and also, man, on a rap level, the dude can spit. So we just talking about the production side. The guy can actually rap. So
Sonny's nice, man. Like he really is. He truly is. Yeah, he's nice.
So shout out to Sonny, man. You know what I'm saying? Again. That's a must cop, man. That Barz Simpson, man. Go cop that. What is
Get that Barz Simpson, man.
Again, we went in for an hour, man. That's what you get from us tonight, man. Shout out to Bebo, man. Shout out to LB the Podfather.
LB the Podfather.
J Kemp, what's on the horizon next week, man, and what you looking out for as far as new music, other than just what we talked about?
Man, you know what? I've been so in tune with what's out right now. I haven't even looked ahead yet. Typically I do, but I was really looking forward to that Elephant Man Bones though. Like I was looking forward to that. Like I had my calendar marked. So I wasn't even really like looking into next week, man. But I promise y'all Wednesday, I'll be tapped all the way in. So I'll be handing out some more bars in a week, but also some more albums that folks need to check out though.
Facts. Did you get a chance to check out the Black Thought and the Danger Mouse yet?
I did. That album was hard too.
Okay.
It's
Is
up
it
there
top
too
5
for
this
me.
year? Like, is it knocking anybody down a peg?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, man. I think it's top 5 this year right now, man.
Okay.
It's that album is bananas. It really is.
Hey, and again, speaking of SonnyJim, Danger Mouse, man, UK all day. He basically dropped the hammer. I was like, oh, it's gonna be some old, the same drum kits he normally use. Man, he went in. And then
Yeah.
Black Thought, basically, man, he's trying to grab the crown, man. He's trying to touch that crown a little bit, man, on the bars this time. His bars were serious. He went on. There was a masterclass, in my opinion, on that on the album that they did, man. It
On
was
the
just
Danger
nuts,
Mouse
bro.
joint. Yep.
Yeah, it was just nuts, man. So again, if you haven't heard that Black Thought and Danger Mouse, the cheat codes, go definitely check out that cheat codes, man. And add it to your playlist too, man. Show them cats some love. And I want to say they got some vinyl. Again, we've been trying to push more physical copies. I know it's easy to put it on your phone, man, and get it on your phone, but go to their website and cop physical copies, man, and in the t-shirts, man, the bundles. It helps out these artists, man, so they can keep on staying independent and they don't have to share their bread with nobody, man. So
keep putting heat out. That's the most important thing. The music that y'all love, they can put that out because they indie. They have complete creative control over what they doing. They ain't got somebody saying you need to make this drill track. They ain't got that. So definitely support them guys.
Yeah. Any shout outs before we get out of here, man?
Man, shout out to Touch for tapping in as always, man. Like, I'm jealous. I'm gonna live vicariously on your base this evening. You know what I'm saying? So, but like you said earlier, shout out to Bebo P, LB, all the folks on Facebook, every other platform who's tapped in right now watching us. Continue to tap in with us. We're gonna continue to give you what you're asking for. Again, this is the new Rap City, no basement. We already got the stamp from Joe Cleasy. Shout out to Joe Cleasy and Les. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe and that like button, the notification bell, so you know when we live, when we loud and proud. When you see us loud and proud, it's going to be some heat, and you never know what special guests we're going to have on too. So make sure you tapping in to rock with us.
Hey, man, again, J. Kemp said it, man. J. Kemp, Bebo P, LB the Power Father, man. You know how we do. We'll be here again Wednesday, 9:30. If we got a special guest, man, we'll let you guys know. So tap in on our social media, man, and check out all the stuff. And also follow J. Kemp, man. Follow Bebo P. Follow all of us, man, because we all have different things that we got going on, and we're gonna be dropping a few little things, man. So definitely make sure that you're tapping in with all of us, but also the platform of FRSHOUT. But again,
absolutely,
we'll see you guys on Wednesday, man. Peace.
Salute.